Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to my day ones, twos, and threes. Thank you to all my new subscribers that's coming in. That means well. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you all. And welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only, so everything is alleged, some is not, and the Fair Act use is in my description box, y'all. So let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. So, y'all, I know I put up a video talking about what happened to Sauce Walker and his artist, Sayso P, and his mom just came out. And she wanted to, chime in on, what really happened to her son and why. Okay, y'all. She's saying that people are lying on her son. This is what she's saying. Okay, y'all. But this is Sayso P and his mom, y'all. She look young too. Let's get to it. Condolences to the family, because I told y'all I don't know this guy like that. I don't know him, so I don't know if it's true or not. Condolences to the family and rest in peace to Sayso P. Okay, y'all. Toya Red Wing posted. Okay. This is a type of lies and shitika that keep mothers losing our sons. That's what she put on there. She says her son never stole anything. This is what she's posting. Never ran off with anything. Didn't have to. She said haters set him up, but not because he stole a dime. So she's coming out saying, taking up for her son and said that ain't the type of person that he was for to do something like that. So I guess she's saying don't be smearing his name. Yeah, this is what the streets is saying. So maybe the streets is making an excuse for taking him out, y'all. I'm gonna read the rest, but didn't I just say that when you first come out, your songs is hitting when you first come out. Even R&B singers, when they first come out, a lot of them sound good, and then after a while, they kind of just fades. Okay, only people that don't fade is them Whitney Houston's and this and that, and them Tupacs and all that. It doesn't fade like that. Okay, somebody that just got a sound. It ain't about what they saying. It's the sound. Snoop Dogg. This is why he didn't last it so long. Plus, he do a lot of other stuff. Y'all, I hope that this wasn't no sacred to the vice. And I'm gonna tell y'all this. In my studies of the music industry, a lot of people that start having their own record labels and stuff like this mentality was taught to them. They were hanging around people that were signing people to distribution deals. They were hanging around people that had their own record labels. Okay, and this is something that they wanted to do, and some of their record labels is branched off from their actual record labels, and some of them are not. Some of them are owned by them, but they started allegedly teaching the house ninjas, how to get by. My personal opinion. This is why I think a lot of people wanted to do their own record label so that they can make money and probably get people deals better than what they had. And there's some people that's just dirty too, and they saw this as a come up. They signed people, and as soon as that ink got a little bit dry, y'all, that person was gone. Look what happened to Prince. Y'all. Soon as he got all his stuff in affairs in order, got his masters back, all that stuff, he signed a deal with Jay-Z. And as soon as he signed that deal with Jay-Z, he passed away. And his girlfriend worked for Jay-Z. Now, I mean, coincidence or not, what's really going on out here? Is there people out here ruthless enough to, sign people, and when you need some extra money, look, some chump change, a lot of people look at a lot of these artists as cha-ching, They turn into a dollar sign. It's only so many, songs they're going to put out that's going to be hit songs. I don't know. I wasn't keeping up with this guy, and I am going to do the numbers on him. But I just find this weird. If this wasn't about him stealing and taking nothing from somebody, because that's the rumor that's going around. Okay, y'all? If he did not do this, it sounds like a setup. Because if somebody was really trying to rob somebody, they was going to rob him and Sauce Walka. They wasn't going to show no mercy on one and not the other. They would have robbed both of them, if this was about a robbery. What was this really about? It's starting to just look a little bit odd, y'all. It is. If he wasn't out. Now, was he out here bragging and showing off? Yeah, he was out here bragging and showing off. So maybe people could have been like, oh, I want to go take what he has right now. But if you're a robber, if you're a stick-up kid or whatever they call you, they coming for both. They not about to have mercy on the other. It's weird. But I'm going to say this. If you hang around ninjas, y'all know what I mean, and you doing ninjas shitika, even just being around them and flossing and this and that and this, that brings that type of energy in your space. It's a lot of people that's, I'm just saying, not black, that's running around here acting like they black with the pants sagging and this and that and I'm just saying, it's a lot of them sound just like us now. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the music industry. Okay, but it could just be a coincidence. I mean, look at, what's his name? John B. Listen to how he sound. So you can't say, oh, he's trying to be like, other R&B singers when that's just him. But if you put yourself in that type of environment, these are the type of things that happens in that type of environment. Now, I know it happened to regular people too, but you up the states when you out here in that, hanging around doing the same thing that they do. Okay, and having that type of money on you and that type of jewelry on you that much, and then every time a camera come on, you just flossing it in the camera. Look at my watch. Look what I got. That, a lot of people don't have morals out here, and a lot of people feel like, they don't care. They don't care, y'all. They could care less about the next person in their life. There's a lot of ruthless people out here. And this is why I don't understand when people come in my comment section and they be like, oh, you're rooting for people to go to jail and this and that. Not everybody, but some, they deserve it. It's a man, and I think he's Hispanic. I was going to do a story on it. I think he's Hispanic. And he's Puerto Rican or Hispanic. And he just took somebody's life. And he took somebody's life because he found out that they had been mingling and tingling with one of his offsprings. And they wasn't of age, I guess, or whatever. And it had happened a bunch of times. And I'm wondering, where was he when it was happening? I'm just I don't know. I got to go back and look at the story. But he got locked up. They gave him 5 years. I think they gave him 5 years because he went and took the guy out that was messing with his little one. And they gave him 5 years. And, our judicial system is messed up, when it comes to certain things. It really is. Because, that's a whole nother story, y'all. But Mama Bear she's basically saying they're lying on him. Only thing I can tell her is join the party because these are the type of people he was hanging around. A lot of street associates and stuff like that. To me, it's a bunch of BS because they're not really there for each other. You see what's going on in the news, on the internet about everybody snitching on each other. Everybody trying to get a deal, telling on the next one and the next one and the next one. And everybody's getting locked up right now. And like I said, you got people coming in your comment section. Oh, it's not about that. You have to wean out the bad to have some type of order out here. So if it means locking up a lot of people that's out here just taking lives, just doing senseless stuff, then lock them up. But some people give them a break, give them some leeway. If somebody been messing with your little one, like that, they said it was like over 100 times. It wasn't no few times. And I'm trying to figure out, like, where was this guy when this was going on with his little one? Where was he? Was he locked up? Was what? Because he come around, or he found out what's been going on, and he snapped, and they gave him 5 years. So like I told y'all, stuff is crazy. Stuff is crazy. So let me finish reading this. She said, let's go back to the haters. Haters set him up, but not because he stole a dime. She said he would give you his last before he would steal anything. So she's basically saying this is not her son. Wouldn't do stuff like that. She said, please stop spreading rumors. Let me repeat that. Wait a minute, y'all. My screen went blank. She said, let me repeat that. He didn't have to take Shitika from anyone. Money wasn't a factor for Exit 8 Tank the Bank. That's what they call him? Or is that somebody else? Is that the daddy? Come on now, y'all. He was too loyal. This is what she said. Too loyal to the wrong people. Was his biggest downfall. She's saying, yeah, people was his biggest downfall, the wrong people. And she said haters who were envious took him out. She said her baby, but she said she won't let you steal his legacy. People's not gonna run around here and lie. This is what she's basically saying right now. Let me hurry up, y'all, because they vacuuming. She says people see him with a stack and say anything. That was his normal. Okay, so she's saying that I guess when he got signed, he used to, being around money. So when he got signed, it wasn't a big thing for him to be, flossing and flexing and this and that and this. I understand what she's saying if this is true, but I'm going to just say this. I don't know if it's true or not. And I'm going to just say this. He could have been around somebody. He could have been around 2 other people. I'm just going to give a prime example. He could have been around 2 other people that were rappers or whatever. And he could have been around a certain person. And then, what if all 3 of them would have robbed somebody? And that was just his cut. You think he was going to be like, no, I don't want that 200,000. I don't think he would have told his mama if he had a took it. Now she wouldn't know if he keep money all the time, and she wouldn't know. I'm just saying, just in case people are telling the truth, because I don't know. Okay, I don't think he gonna go at home and say, "Mama, I got these $200,000 from so and so. How you get it, baby? You gambling? What? No, I just took it." I don't think he would have told her. If he's hanging around the wrong crowd, and when people hang around the wrong crowd does things. And everybody's trying to, prove to the next person that they down for whatever too. Look at the type of people he was hanging around. Y'all, I'm just saying. We don't know. He could have took that and left, because I guess he left Memphis. And when he came back, this is why they was waiting on him to come back. It seemed like somebody had something, I'm just saying. They knew who their target was. We can say that for sure. But I don't think if he would have got somebody back at home, and his mama, he didn't move everybody away from Memphis. I don't even know if he was still living in Memphis. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out there. If he was living away from Memphis, then he went back flossing with, Sauce Walker. You think people was, and then he gave away his location. And then they said it was a hit-in that took place early in the day that they didn't get hurt at. And then later on that day, it was a second hit. This is what I'm hearing. So it happened again. And this is why I said in the other video, if I would have been somewhere and a hit, boom, 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 take place. I ain't trying to go to another spot. The only spot I'm about to go to is I'm out. Okay. I don't. I'm just saying, y'all. He still went to the next place, and everywhere they went, they was giving a location. This seemed personal. It could be personal, or it could be. I'm just saying, y'all. It's a possibility. It could have something to do with insurance policy stuff. But I don't. I think I looked up Sauce Walker's net worth, and I know sometimes it be property, whatever, whatever. But I think it said he was about 7 or 8 million. He was worth. So then again, you got to think about this. He didn't need the money for to take him out. But we don't know how people make their money in the industry, because some people will do it and some won't. But rest in peace. Rest in peace to Sayso P once again, and condolences to his family. And Mama Bear gonna do what a Mama Bear gonna do, y'all. Especially if they know their son ain't like that. If they know, they know. It could have been a point where he could, maybe would it be around certain people and they doing stuff and he turn it down and act like a nerd around them. It could be that they do stuff and he just sit back and watch, or he could be that type of person to do stuff to somebody and she just didn't know about it. I don't know, but I hope he didn't take somebody's money, for real. I really hope he didn't. But the streets know stuff. But it could be too, when people get taken out too, we see they throw narratives out there. And don't be surprised if you hear another narrative. Okay? When they want to cover up some stuff that they didn't did purposely too, they will change narratives over and over and over. Look at Dolph, look at Mo3. When they start talking about who did it and this and that and that and this, or had something to do with it, and so many stories all over the place. So this is not nothing new either for people to lie, because people will lie to change narratives, throw it off from who really did it. Okay, y'all? So this is another thing that people do. So you got to look at it both ways right now. I feel her coming forth. If she know her son wasn't like that, any mama bear gonna come forth and say the same thing. Like, no, baby, not him. So I'm just saying, y'all. Anyway, y'all let me know in the comment section. The people that knew, excuse me, y'all, Sayso P, the people that knew him, was he this type of person, or was he like trying to, be bad boy like the other rappers? I don't really know a lot about Sauce Walker either. I don't know if he somebody that out here taking people out and rapping about it. I don't know. Like, I don't listen to their music, so I don't know. But it's just a circumstance. I think he should have got up out of there after he got away from the first hitting that took place that day. He should have said, man, I'm up out of here, or I'm going back to chill out, blah, blah, blah. Paid the security guy a little bit longer to stay around, because I heard that the security guy was being attacked, okay? People were coming at him, and they were saying, they had security, so where was you? Why you ain't do nothing? The security did this, the security did that. So not only is Mama Bear coming out, the security guy is coming out too. I seen a post, and I took a picture of it. I don't know what I did with it, y'all. I told y'all my archive off the chain. But I took a picture of it, and basically the security said that he was paid. What he was paid for was to go to the party, the event, where they was at, partying, and inside while the crowd of people dancing around you, this and that and this. He was paid to go there and protect. Okay? Then while they were out in the public doing this and that and that and this, after everything was over with, he goes home. So basically, I'm just saying, if he went home, it kind of makes you wonder, did somebody know that the security wasn't going to be around later on? And this is why they picked the hotel, because I think they say he got taken out in front of the hotel, y'all, downtown. I don't know. I'm just telling y'all, I'm winging it from what I've been reading and hearing. And the security said that he wasn't on the clock when this went down. So it wasn't his fault he wasn't there. They only paid him. They didn't pay him to stay there 24 hours until they get ready to go to bed at night, and then lock the doors and he leave. No, they didn't pay him for that. They paid him, oh, when we get to the club, you be here at the club, and then we leave the club, we go our way, you go your way. That type of stuff. This is what this was about. And I think they dropped the bag on that. They dropped the ball. Okay, not the bag, but they dropped the ball on that. Any time that you are in another city and state, even if you're in your own city and state, and you are out and about with the jewelry on and this and that and this, you got haters. That security guard should have been paid for that whole day. That whole day. When you getting in and out your cars, going in and out of places, whatever. Okay? Security should have been there until you get ready to leave, if that's the case. But you should keep your people around when you out and about. I'm just saying, y'all. It's a lot of hateful people out here, y'all. And they thrive on it. Trying to harm the next person in the worst way that they possibly can. Some people are like that. That's why, I always talk, it ain't just my Pisces. Because Pisces, we good. We good. If you have to deal with it, and it ain't just the Pisces, a whole bunch of people on my page. Okay? And shout out to everybody that feel that way. Because it'd be a lot of people in my comment section saying, I like it by myself. I ain't got to worry about nobody snaking me. You know what I'm saying, y'all? And I ain't telling people to just be by themselves, because some people's comfortable with that. Some people can't. They feel like they not living if they not in the middle of a crowd. But you got to really be careful of the company you keep, how you out here acting. It's a lot of people out here that's barely keeping food on the table. Eggs, $10. $10 for some eggs, y'all. Okay? A lot of people is not even able to eat right now. And when they go to get on the internet or this and that and this, because the internet is the new entertainment for a lot of people. They don't watch cable. Done got so high every month they going up. People watch the internet, y'all. And every time you jump on or you following your favorite artists and this and that and that and this, they're, throwing hundreds of $1,000 watchers in the camera. Boom, 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 boom. It's a lot of people that, people that's not jealous, they don't care. We look at it like them fools is clowning. Okay, they enjoying the money, but you gotta be careful. You gotta be smart about stuff now. And I'm hoping that a lot of the artists that's coming up, and even the ones that's still out here that ain't doing certain things they should be doing, they used as an example of what not to do. Did y'all see Yo Gotti, how he came to the funeral? He had, snipers on the roof? He hired the whole darn army, almost, okay, y'all? Like he was the president. That's just how scared he was. And he was in his own city and state, y'all. He was scared. You know why? Because Dolph really was the king of Memphis. He took over Memphis. And he was the king. And he's going to forever be the king. Even though he's not even here. Everybody's still calling him the king of Memphis. But the haters that's out here, that's another one they're saying is about to be arrested anytime soon. I don't know, y'all. I'm waiting and to see what's going on. Okay? But a lot of people been talking about it. A lot of whispers going on. Okay, y'all? You got to be careful of the company that you keep. You got to be careful of other people's feelings when you're out in the streets, that they ain't telling you to just walk on, eggshells, but, have some morals about yourself, and, think about other people too, just a little bit. Okay? Have some sense when you're going places and you are the type of person that want to wear your jewelry out. Keep security on you. If you are not somebody that can go and get a license to carry something for yourself, it still ain't nothing wrong with security, even if you are. Because do y'all see what people is pulling out now to rob people and do stuff to people? So it still wouldn't hurt to have some security. If you're worth millions, what is it for the pay for security for 24 hours? How much is that, y'all? Is that going to put a dent in $7 million? I'm just saying, just for one night to just be there, to make sure you straight. These fools just hit up the place earlier. I ain't about to take no chance. You going to stay with me till we get ready to leave. You on the payroll. Give them a tip too for last minute, just even adding it. But make sure, even it just didn't make sense to me. And people have to use their brain, y'all. They have to use their brains. If you are an artist and you are out and about, I ain't saying for everything, every little detail to go to this and that and this, if you don't feel comfortable with 24/24. But when you're doing any partying and all these people in there, you don't even know half the people that's in these clubs. What's wrong with, I'm just saying, y'all. Look what they did to Duke the jeweler. I'm still mad about that because I'm going to tell y'all this. Duke the jeweler should not have brought no $1 million worth of jewelry down there with them. Point blank, period. He shouldn't have been walking around with that much jewelry. How did he get outside, y'all? How did he get outside without his boys he came there with? Did they go to the bathroom when it happened? Like, why were they separated? Why did he go to the car with somebody without him? Which just makes you wonder, y'all, what really happened. I'm going to be completely honest with y'all about Duke the jeweler. The only way he got away from his friends that he came there with is he had to been with somebody he trusted. And who did he come there for, y'all? Boosie. My personal opinion. I think they rode with him to the car. He left his stuff in there or whatever and said, I'm finna go to the car and get this and that. We'll drive you to the car. I think this is what they said they were going to do. Drive Duke the jeweler to the car. And this probably how they got away from his gas. And he got out to get that jewelry or whatever. Y'all, I don't know. And somebody jumped out that was in that car with him and did what they did. That's the only thing I could think of. Did they jump out on him? Why would he walk to the car by himself? With all those people that be at the concerts, and y'all know what type of people be at Boosie concerts. Why would he walk to the car by himself? Why would he leave his friends and he got $1 million worth of jewelry? Why? Other than the people that did it took him to his car, drove him to that car, he got out. And they did what they did. And these were people that he respected. And I'm going to be completely honest with y'all. Boosie was real jumpy, y'all. He was real jumpy. He was acting real nervous. My personal opinion. But you got to watch the people that you're dealing with. Is this the first time that people said Boosie had something to do with anything? No. Duke the jeweler was a big fan of Boosie's. If you're a fan of somebody, shouldn't you know the things that they're into? He had baby mamas saying that he took out their brother. Okay, y'all. The stuff that they say Boosie did. Come on now, y'all. And Duke the jeweler trusted him. Because he said, I'm going to bring some ballers going to be here too. Ballers was going to be there, but there were also going to be a lot of riffraff, a lot of thug thizzles and up in there, robbery guys. It's going to be all of that too. You got to ask yourself, do you trust your life with somebody almost when you're not almost, but for real, when you're dealing with people and going out with them? Do you trust them like that? Because it's crazy out here. But I'm going to stop preaching to y'all. But rest in peace. Once again, Sayso P. This is sad. It really is. It's sad. People should be able to enjoy their lives and their things that they can afford and this and that. But this is not the world we're living in. You have to pick and choose where you're wearing your stuff, and you have to. You have to be careful out here, and especially in your rapper and stuff like that. You have to make sure that you have security. It is what it is. If you can't afford security, then you're to piece it up on when you be going so well. But, or what you going to be wearing when you go out. Because you can't take chances like that. Because that jewelry and that shaking that stuff in front of the camera brings demons to you. They bring demons to you when you are just shaking it in their face like that. And I think this is what happened. I don't know, did he get robbed or did he just get hit up? I don't even know. I don't see nobody taking him out and bothering to take him out and not take what he got in his pockets and his jewelry he got on. I don't see them not taking it. So, maybe more details will come out on F, y'all. F. His jewelry was taken. If it wasn't taken, people gonna take that in consideration too. If it was taken, people still is gonna take consideration that this could have been a sacrifice to the place, y'all. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. I do believe there's more gonna come out about this, and y'all. I speak with a lot of people in Memphis as far as my subscribers and stuff like that. And what I hear on a daily basis is horrible there. It's bad. The police pretty much don't have no control over what's going on right now. And their hands are tied. Because it's a lot of people that's walking around with weapons. All ages, y'all. And it's a mess how things has gotten in Memphis. So, prayers up to the people in Memphis. For real, for real. It's a lot of everyday workers that's going to work and getting robbed and taken out. It's just a lot of crime taking place right now. And y'all, prayers up for everybody because it's a lot going on. It really is. But this is a sad situation, y'all. Anyway, please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thank you all so much for watching. Peace.